Alright, so we're going to be reacting to 20 of the most dangerous injuries in the NFL. I'm not ready for this. I'm gonna be 100% real. I'm not ready for this. So it's gonna be hard to watch, but let's just go. We're reacting to this video by Red Zone, whoever he is.
History. Oh no, that does not look good, Jim. And at number 20,
God.
John Ryan showed why punters need to stick to their day job because he got knocked out cold.
Yeesh. Aye. Someone like walked over him, I think.
He wasn't as bent as Russell Wilson. See, Russ was throwing a pass and showed us why playing
Was this in the same game?
is dangerous. Oh, the middle finger of Wilson.
Okay, I think I remember seeing that. Oh my God.
Was crooked. But imagine if that happened to your head. Because Joe Flacco thought he was making a safe slide when he was almost decapitated.
Wow. I remember seeing that one too. My God, that's really bad. Really, really, really
Joe
bad.
Burrow took danger to the next level. See,
Okay, I saw this one too. Yuck.
until his knee broke.
Oh, I hate this
Bad
one.
news for Cincinnati fans. Oh, Joe Burrow. It looked like his left leg. Oh, no.
Oh, that had to be the loudest
I remember seeing that the first time. I
He's straight
cringed
up
a lot.
vibrating at number 16.
I don't think I've seen this one
He's
before.
trying to commit murder. 19 in this set. Oh my goodness.
Dude, the extra twitch he did. Oh my God.
Yeah, it almost got deadly out there, but it wasn't as horrifying as number 15.
Dak?
See, Dak Prescott's
Yeah.
injury was downright twisted.
Yeah, I
His
cried.
defenders
Keep in mind, I was like, what?
in 5 different
I was like 11
directions.
when it happened. It hurt me.
Picks up a total of 9 more. Oh no.
Cowboys' offense was so good that year.
But some players
God.
are just their own worst enemies.
Oh,
like
no.
the 14th moment, because Gus Frerotte ran a touchdown and was so excited that he crushed his head against the wall.
Bang! Hits his head right into the cushion.
You know, just figuring one of those things you're just going to bounce right off the wall and come back and celebrate. And it didn't happen that way and got a little shocked, a little stunned.
Yeah, that was
Why would you do that in the
Johnny
first place,
Knox's
bro?
injury will set a chill up your spine. Because at number 13, Knox tried to make up for his fumble until he got bent backwards.
Oh my God.
And Johnny is down. Anthony Hargrove, number 94.
Oh my God. Do not show me this.
Broke his back and ended his career right
And
there.
he's good.
It
Oh
was
my
something Tom
God.
Brady
That's
was lucky
awful,
to
dude.
escape. But his injury happened in what could have been his
What the
best
hell?
season ever. See, heading into the 2008 season, the Patriots tried to cement themselves as the greatest team ever assembled. But all those dreams came crashing down. Because in the previous season, New England had a perfect record until Super Bowl
16-0,
42,
and then
they had their
Giants
hearts
won.
broken. So
Yeah.
when they returned with their same weapons as Wes Welker and Randy Moss in 2008, you already know Tom Brady was out for his revenge.
I think he tore his
The
ACL.
first game of the season, Tom suffered the worst injury of his career.
Oh, I saw it. His left leg.
Right on the knee. He got hit right on the knee. Tom Brady took a tremendous hit. as he
Oh,
released that ball.
shoot.
My man had his season ended with a torn ACL and stopped maybe his greatest roster.
Oh
he
my
ever had.
God,
But
man.
the greatest NFL
Wait,
quarterbacks
Pop.
have to learn the hard way. See, Patrick
Not good.
Mahomes' knee injury was so gruesome, it got him banned from one key NFL play for life. It all went down on 4th and 1. The Chiefs called a routine QB
This is in
sneak,
2019,
just trying
right?
to get a first down. But what seemed like a harmless play.
Oh yeah, I
ended
see it
Patrick
now.
Mahomes' career.
Like they
So
just
when
crushed
bodies
his
were
knee.
removed,
It looks like.
Patrick's kneecap was not there where he left it. So the team trainers reacted like their lives depended on it.
Yeah, it's
Looks like
Mahomes.
they
Obviously
almost
not.
dropped that right knee back in place.
Now look, the Chiefs couldn't just keep treating their Super Bowl MVP like any other guy. So he hasn't ran a QB sneak ever since.
I believe in the quarterback sneak, but just sometimes you gotta watch out for your kneecaps. I'm like 95% and one kneecap short of being 100%.
Wow. Okay.
I think it makes a ton of sense that you don't do quarterback sneaks.
I remember
Nope.
being on the ground and my kneecap was in the side of my calf. And the worst part
What?
was reaction from every teammate I had. You know, guys usually kind of boost you up. I had dudes running 50 yards away from me, just running down to the other side of the field. My center's yelling, "Get off me." Get off me! I'm like, I can't move. What do you want me to do? My kneecap is in the back of my leg.
Yeah, the Chiefs are risking
Do
it.
not make me imagine that. Ugh.
Redskins couldn't have cared less about RG3's knees, because Robert Griffin III was supposed to be the future face of the NFL, until his coaches pushed him past his breaking point. See, in 2012, Washington drafted
I wonder what
Robert
happened to him. I
Griffin
didn't
III,
really
the
see his
second overall
injury.
pick, and this dude immediately set the league on fire. I'm talking about Offensive Rookie of the Year and leading the Redskins to the playoffs. He was really looking like the next big thing, but the Redskins should have pulled the plug on his season early, because in Week 14, Griffin felt pain. See, RG3 suffered an LCL sprain in his knee, but but the playoffs were right around the corner.
Is it like that bad?
Washington was desperate for a Super Bowl. They didn't care if they had to sacrifice their franchise QB to get it.
Even without getting touched, he got hurt on this play.
Now, Robert was
I could
already
see
looking
it,
like he was
too.
on his last leg, but it was about to turn even worse because the Redskins thought Robert could still carry them to a victory, so they kept him on the field. And in the fourth quarter, we witnessed one of the greatest NFL rookies ever have his career flipped upside down.
And then as he goes down,
Oh no!
One wrong step and RG3's knees snap, ending his
You could
superstar
see it. That
trajectory
is
from
not
being
good.
MVP
Holy
to
shoot.
limping into oblivion. He never got a chance to see his greatness. And it was the same for Drew Bledsoe, because one brutal hit changed the entire course of NFL history. See, back in 2001, Drew Bledsoe was the highest paid quarterback in the league, and the Patriots were banking on him to build a dynasty. But when he ran
Wasn't
for
that
the
when
first down
Brady was
against the
around?
Jets, his future collapsed.
Wow. Big hit right there.
oh, look at Drew. Yeah, as he
Are his eyes open?
on the first down.
Drew got lit up so hard, he ended up with a ruptured blood vessel in his chest and began bleeding from his insides. Doctors were saying he was lucky to even be alive. But hey, maybe that hit was destiny.
Thank God
As
he's
a trade
alive.
For a sixth-round pick who was a complete nobody
What
at
the
the time.
shit?
Yeah, that's right. Tom Brady stepped in, led New England to their
Tom
first
Brady,
Super
of
Bowl
course.
victory, and went on to become
We're
a
shocked, not me.
six-time champ. All while Bledsoe had to sit there and watch what could have been his legacy get stolen.
I
by the
feel so
GOAT.
bad for him.
Injuries can be straight up ruthless, just like what happened to Sterling
Shannon.
Sharp at number 8. Now we all know about the TV personality and NFL Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp. But what if I told you he had a brother who was even better?
Oh, that's
See,
his brother,
back in
never
the
mind.
day, Sterling Sharp was unstoppable. So by his 9th season, he'd racked up some of the craziest wide receiver stats ever. And while he was dominating the league, little bro Shannon was out there trying to fill those big shoes. Yeah, the Sharp brothers were on pace to become the first ever siblings inducted into the Hall of Fame. That
Nice.
was until a routine block changed everything.
Uh-oh.
Like Favre would be sacked.
He just fell. What even
Sharp
happened?
is down. And you see him there taking on the defensive back. And
What even happened?
boy, he took it right on the numbers.
Now, it looked like Sterling barely got touched, but that would be the last play of his career.
What?
Turns out he had a herniated disc in his neck that was messing with his nerves so bad that he started losing strength in his arm fast. And the doctors told him straight up that if he played again, he was risking himself for paralysis.
Oh
So
my
Sterling had no choice
God.
but to hang up his cleats.
That's actually
too
insane.
soon. Now, Shannon knew he had to make sure his brother's impact on the game was remembered forever. So when Uncle Shay Shay reached the Hall of Fame, he made
Wow.
it clear
I
that
didn't
there was
even
someone
know that could
greater than
happen.
him.
My big brother Sterling. I'm the only pro football player that's in the Hall of Fame. And I'm the second best player in my own family. The 44 men and women that I thanked and congratulated early for giving me and bestowing this prestigious honors upon me. All I do is ask. All I can do is ask in the most humblest way I know how. Is that the next time you go into that room or you start making a list, look at Sterling Sharp's accomplishments for a 7-year period of the guys that's in the Hall of Fame at the receiver position and the guys that have the potential to be in this building. That's all I ask. I don't say, hey, just do that. The next time you go in that room, think about Sterling Sharp's number for 7 years. That's all I ask.
Damn,
Wow.
Shannon really went out there and broke a leg in that speech.
Wow.
At number 7, Terrell Owens literally broke his leg. Because we got to talk
What,
about
didn't he
how
play in the
his injury
didn't he
changed
play in the
league for
Super Bowl
good.
with
See,
that
back in
broken leg?
2004, T.O. was unstoppable until one brutal horse-collar tackle turned his leg into a knot.
Oh no.
Catch until that sprained right ankle, X-rays negative.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I
this
didn't
dude's
see
leg
it
got
clearly, but
twisted so
thank
bad,
God I didn't
he
see it
ended up
clearly.
with a broken leg, a sprained ankle, and 2 torn ligaments. His season was supposed to be over, or so we thought. Because even though T.O. went through his worst injury yet, the Philadelphia Eagles went all the way to the Super Bowl.
still played
So
in that
T.O.
game.
put himself through the most rigorous recovery program ever and decided that he would play on one leg. Not even the
Wow.
doctors who performed this surgery
Yeah.
cleared him to play.
My doctor that performed the surgery, he didn't even medically clear me to play in the game. I had to sign a waiver to play in the Super Bowl. So, yeah, exactly, it would have been a liability.
And in Super Bowl 39,
That is amazing
his
that
way
he
up
still
the
did that.
field and absolutely balled out.
And the pass is complete to that man, Owens. Quick throw.
I mean, they had to all be careful with
He
him.
has 2 catches already. So much for him being a decoy to the team.
Wow.
Owens,
This is the play that I saw
Harrison chasing
that made me figure out, oh, he played with a broken leg. That does not look broken at all.
I mean, the Eagles lost, but Terrell's 9 catches
Dude,
for 122
that was
yards
awesome.
was one of the most courageous things ever done in NFL history.
He even
So
fell on that
T.O.
leg,
stood on
too.
the line and said, "Yeah, we gotta change this. So before the 2005 season, they straight up banned the horse collar tackle forever. The NFL changed things real quick. Unlike the stadium at number 6. See, MetLife Stadium is a place where careers go to die. I'm talking torn ACLs,
No,
busted
it's not.
ankles,
It's
sprained
FedEx
knees,
Field.
you name it. Just like in 2020, after the San Francisco 49ers
Dude,
lost
that game had
4
everybody
players
injured,
with
right?
torn ACLs. And the most devastating of them all was Nick Bosa, who had his season cut short in the blink of an eye.
On this inside run by the Jets,
Oh my, I saw it. His left leg. Oh, his left knee.
Defensive Rookie of the Year was rolled up on. It looks like maybe his knee shifted in.
His left knee. Okay, we're not gonna play that ad because screw that. But what the hell?
Awkward way. It was like the turf was littered with landmines. Throughout the years, MetLife kept claiming ACLs, so they had to fix the problem. And in 2023, they finally replaced
Oh, they
the
finally
turf.
did it? I
But
didn't
guess
know
what?
that.
It's still causing injuries. It's like they swapped out one haunted field for another. But the turf wasn't done making headlines just yet.
They should just put
In
grass, I
2023,
feel like.
the Jets traded Aaron Rodgers to be their savior. And Rodgers
Oh yeah, the
was scary
first
stories.
passing play of the year, he got
But in the
hurt.
2023
Bruh.
season, we found out real quick.
I
'Cause just 4
like I
starts into
tried
his
so
Jets
hard not to
debut,
laugh at this
Rodgers
on
dropped back
stream
to
because it
pass,
was just
but his
hilarious the
foot got
way the things
shredded.
played out like that.
Rodgers sits down
But it sucks how that
here at
happened.
the very end, and hard to
You could see his Achilles pop out in slow
Just
motion.
like that, the dude who was supposed to bring a Super Bowl to New York was done for the season. I mean, when a 4-time MVP can't even survive a single game on your field, you know
He didn't even
something's
survive a
seriously
single
wrong.
play.
But there's one player who has suffered the most mind-bending
Do
knee
not.
injuries ever. Look, Chubb is one of the greatest NFL talents at
No.
running back in the past
No,
decade.
we're
But if he has
not.
another
We're
nightmare,
not doing
he
this.
never play football again. Because Chubb's horrors started back in college, when one step left the nation scared.
this is not a promising start. And Nick Chubb is still
I might have
This
seen
dude
that.
torn 3 ligaments in his knee, enough for anyone to call quits. But then Chubb came back as one of the top backs in the country, and in 2017 was drafted in the second round.
2017.
to the
What happened in
Browns.
2017?
Now Chubb quickly became a top rusher in the league, and in 2023 he was headed for the end zone when his knee got cranked like a door hinge.
Yeah. In fast motion, I can see how that would happen. In slow mo, I'm not gonna show this if it's shown.
I mean, Chubb's injury.
If it's shown, I'm not showing this because of how bad that is,
in the
dude.
NFL get even more dangerous. See, Joe Theismann.
Oh, I'm not showing this either. That's really bad too.
History. Now, Theismann was a
No.
Super Bowl winning quarterback and one of the faces of the league. So when he took the field for a Monday Night Football game in 1985 against the
I'm not
ruthless
showing
Lawrence
this one either.
Taylor,
This is way
the
too
whole
bad.
nation was tuned in.
I haven't
So
seen this in
Redskins
years, but
attempted a
still.
flea flick. It gave LT just enough time to hit Theismann where he never saw it coming.
and beckoned over to the Redskins bench. Get your medical team in here quickly.
The injury was devastating, but even the greatest athlete ever couldn't make it through without danger at number 3. Because imagine a player so
They're not- he's
athletic,
not showing
he was
these
an
replays
all-star
anymore.
in 2 sports. See, in 1985, he won the Heisman Trophy, and when he wasn't on the football field, he was an All-American slugger in baseball.
Really?
He went and ran
Damn.
the fastest 4-yard
That's
dash ever
sick.
recorded.
Is it true you ran a 4.12?
You believe it?
4.13.
This dude was
413
so
is
nice that in
insane.
1986,
Nice.
he was
Love
drafted
that.
number 1 overall to the Kansas City Royals in baseball. But after some contract drama with Tampa Bay, Bo ended up with the Los Angeles Raiders, making plays never seen
Los
before.
Angeles
Diamond.
Raiders.
Bo on the charge. Bo is there. Young on the revival.
I've never seen that, low
Was so
key.
dominant, this dude had one of the most iconic Nike commercials of all time. And with Jackson's superhuman ability, wasn't thinking twice about getting
Just, like,
injured.
ramming people in the
world was
head is
witnessing
insane.
something special. And during the 1991 playoffs against the Bengals, everybody had their eyes on Bo. But no one knew that this moment would end up robbing us of that greatness. Because one awkward step altered history.
He just got twisted up.
Nobody saw it coming. But Bo's football career ended right there. Because he dislocated his hip so badly, it cut off the blood supply in his hip joint. And just like that, the greatest athlete ever became one of the biggest what-ifs in sports
What
history.
the
But
hell?
at number 2, we have
His
another
hip?
two-way sports star on our list. See, Deion Sanders was another athletic
Oh,
freak.
Sanders,
The
oh
race
my
with his
God,
time between
man.
the diamond and the gridiron eventually caught up to him. And his injury history became deadly. Look, Deion is the only player ever to play in the World Series and a Super Bowl. And with all that mileage on
Nice.
his feet, Deion retired with the ugliest toes ever. We're talking about hammer toes that were barely holding on.
It's the closest thing they call to turf.
Oh, stop showing that shit.
Horrendous. I mean, I've never felt anything like it. So they had to shave it down and straighten it out, and that's what I got.
Now fast forward to when Deion became a coach. This man was still hobbling around, dealing with that same foot problem since his playing days. But then one day, the pain became unbearable.
Lauren was changing my bandages daily
on my foot, and she said, "Coach, your toes are black."
It was a little discolored this morning, and upon going to the hospital, we found out some really, 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 really severe things.
Safe to say he's going to be with us for a few days. He's going to have a procedure done a little later today. He has actually a blood clot, not in a vein, but it's located in the artery. So
Oh
a
my
blood
God.
clot in an artery, you can lose your leg.
And once Dion got to the
Shit.
hospital, he found out he had a severe blood clot. Now this was hard to hear. The noose was going to get even worse.
Blood clots are
Not one,
awful.
but three, I believe, that ran from behind the knee, down his whole calf to his ankle. And for people that don't know what a femoral arterial blood clot is, it is life-threatening.
The news I got from
Oh my
doctors
God, dude.
was this was really serious. They were talking about the amputation of toes. Then they were talking about the amputation of my leg from knee down. Then they were trying to ensure I had life. So
Oh
we
my
called
God,
mother
dude.
About
What is number one on
and
this
she
list then?
informed me that we didn't know that my uncle died from blood clots. My other uncle
Oh,
was
it's
alive
genetic
now,
then?
almost passed last year from blood clots, and she was diagnosed with blood clots a year ago. So hearing that is something you don't want to
Hate that
hear
it's
while
genetic, dude.
you're in
That's
the
awful.
hospital in that state.
Yeah, Dion was lucky to leave with his life. So
What?
the final moment is taking danger to the max. See, Tua Tagovailoa
This is number
suffered
one,
some of
really?
the worst head injuries ever seen. Here's one for
But the
game.
one against the
The
Bengals, I'm
Rich
pretty
Eagles
sure, I'm
started in week
hoping.
3 of the
Yeah, it
2023
definitely is
season
on
when
Thursday
Tua hit his
night.
head so hard he couldn't even stand up straight.
No, this was week 3.
Right now, Tagovailoa, oh boy, awful sight to see.
That looked dangerous.
Oh my
Believe it or not,
God.
He still played for the rest of the game. Tua thought it was no big deal, but just weeks later against
Look
the
at that one.
Bengals, something
Eesh.
even more horrifying.
No, the way he got up. Yeah, look at that. That is awful,
At
man.
this point, NFL fans were
Boom.
scared out of their minds. And there were many calls for Tua to take the year off. Tua wasn't having it. So
Nah,
finished
he
the
came
season.
back for the Packers game and he got
2024,
hurt
Tua thought he
again.
moved past the worst head injury of his life. But all Tua knows is the game. So in week
And-
10, Tua made a courageous return and had something to say about it.
Not fun. It wasn't good. You never want to see someone that
Yeah.
you love on a field or in a ring, in a cage, or in whatever profession they're in get hurt.
What role did that play? The fact that you're a husband, the fact that you're a father.
It definitely played a role, that's for sure. I had that in the back of my mind. I love the game of football. It's what I've done since I was 4 years old.
Now, Tua might be risking his life. You gotta respect it when somebody's living their dream.
Okay. So what happened with Tua? He played again on Christmas last year. That was against the Packers. He got hurt again. Week 2 this year, I remember watching the Bills-Dolphins game. He got hurt again. Hopefully Tua has a good recovery. In this video, I'm scarred for life because I hate injuries like this. Yeah, goodbye. I don't know.